Good evening, folks. Today's video is going to be a short video about a very common question that I get whenever I try to explain the compliance requirements to HR. It is about the penalty. So every organization is concerned कि अगर हमने ये नहीं किया तो what is the penalty? क्या 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 बिगड़ जाएगा if I don't do it? So yes, I would like to highlight over here that POSH policy is something which has been made mandatory by the government, and there is a separate act, POSH Act 2013. So it is not just just a small regulation which has come in. It's a complete act which has made things mandatory, and hence there are penalties in case an organization doesn't comply with these requirements. So broadly, just at the beginning of the video, मुझे अगर एक अमाउंट कोट करना है, आई विल से इट कैन एक्सटेंड अप टू एन लिमिट ऑफ 50,000 rupees for an organization in case they do not have a POSH committee in place, and there are separate punishments, so to say, or penalties we can call them, in case there are non-compliances of different levels. So a lot of times it may happen that the case has escalated so much that it has been raised to the district officer, and in that case there are chances that the license which has been given to the organization for the running of the organization, even that can get cancelled. So there are repercussions in place, because कई बार ऐसा हुआ that I met HR professionals whose concern was कि मैम कितना ज़रूरी है ये करना. So मेरा suggestion है that this is a mandatory requirement and it is better to have things in place, because what happens, if you feel, there is a very common saying in compliance that if you feel that the compliance is expensive, try non-compliance. So there are a lot of repercussions which can happen. So there can see the common non-compliance which can happen in case of POSH is आपको पता ही नहीं है इसके बारे में, and you have not formulated a POSH committee. So definitely it will attract a fine. The deciding authority will decide kitna, were there cases during the year and what was the repercussion on the employees because you didn't have a POSH policy. Based on that, up to 50,000 you can be penalized. Also, sometimes it can happen that you do have a POSH policy in place, you have a POSH committee as well in place, and the committee has given certain recommendations that that maybe the working of employees shouldn't be there, or maybe it can be any kind of recommendation that has been given by IC and which is not followed by HR, which is not followed by the organization. So definitely this is going to be a big non-compliance, because क्या हो रहा है, IC is functioning to the fullest, they are deliberating on the ideas of what went wrong, but still उसके ऊपर कोई action नहीं लिया गया, so which becomes a very big cause of concern, and hence the organization can be penalized for this non-compliance. Third scenario can be maybe contravention of the provisions of any act. So maybe you were required to file annual reports every year and you have not done that, and this definitely has come to the notice of the district officer, or somebody has raised it that आपको ज़रूरत थी और आपने नहीं किया है. It can attract a penalty which can extend up to 50,000 rupees. There can be failures in doing any other kind of compliances which the IC had said. So maybe the IC had recommended a few things on a particular case, and those recommendations, so maybe the IC had suggested that this particular person should be transferred and to some other location, if that is the resulting observation of the IC, but it was not followed. Then definitely this can attract fine कि आपके तो IC ने भी suggest किया था, why is it that you have not taken any action, and definitely the organization will be required to justify why action was not taken in such a scenario. Then there can be failures to take action against false and malicious complaints. So this is also one scenario which is happening very commonly. It is an advancing society, so a lot of times it happens that people are aware, women are aware, men are aware of these policies, and they try to make a misuse of this policy. So definitely this is going to attract penalty, and this should be made aware to the people that yes, this is something which should not be done, and in case it is done, there will be repercussions for this. So this video was mainly for updating you that yes, there are repercussions in case POSH policy is not followed properly. Thank you. I hope this is helpful, and in case you find my channel useful, please do subscribe to it. In case this video is helpful to you, please do hit like button for this. Thank you.